Professor Soludo that is doing that right now because in 27 against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu if he chooses
all about Soludo. We can during those times and even under APGA. The same people are now trying to say Soludo level right now. Not hold the have the right reforms and
election in the state. That was this. Over to have 16 candidates now as against the 18 that we had extremely poor and low.
With stations. Election, it's not only in Anambra, we have seen that happen. Put a large percentage of, I think, a lot of, to back this up. I believe if you check those 50% out, but you know the figures that happen, just assuming that some certain premiership elections, the outcome of these are the three shall just of APGA. It is only the second round vote. He can win with that. So these are the two facts. The agitators saying no election. I think that is done to make sure that don't try to for something and people who want to vote legitimately random in this.
Governor's accuracy of what we expect to Congress. It looks like the APC is not exactly putting in all of the drama in Ondo, move and mobilize into the pillars of APGA. That's the why he's been campaigning for APGA. There is the white strategy. As regards what you just said, you said it, but are the other political parties also saying things?
There is where the ruling party try to solve. The recent one that happened in Anambra State, like for putting signage, to a very absurd, a smear campaign to other people having APC. I see something around like that. When Anambra State alive today, Ifanyoba is one. Ifanyoba is kind of forget that. I'm just going to. Is the only politician in APC that Anambra State people that kind of reputation, So in charisma player during election on the shoulder of unique representation. So what we see, Alex Oti is like
too strong.
It's virtually mission impossible. That's a very strong. The way they have been able to go is massaged accordingly. PDP is like all Chukuma. The guy in YPP, he moved off of most of grassroots politics, but sometimes the president even calls for APC. Correct me if I'm wrong. All the same in they try to so close to Anambra State. I don't know. I mean, that presence when they say no, and that brings to the question if they or anytime election comes up, maybe this is just a guess of your own side. It's pointing towards also know that
want to jump the gun, like it's going to be a run that. But let's come back to a second term campaign should be easier. This in our first term that open demo point of Professor Charles Chukwuma challenge the status quo, and not necessarily because APGA would have been those things that Professor Soludo would have used to campaign to sway the people of Anambra.
Professor Chukwuma, a large percentage they link towards the retirees, get their vote, and this way that they like his style of leadership. Our government pleases some section civil service, the large to some. I mean, like half of people has harmonized all the trade, the trade unions. So he harmonized these three sectors. Whatever he did to these three sectors are just going to shun. These are the three
in line with the governor's vision.
They are in line with the governor's vision. It's going to be like how many social critics. These are the key factors. Forget that grip that the place that needs to be commended on economics. People governor is trying to the first 4 years you can't reputation as a professor of economics level in this. We are seeing our governors. There are on my own. I campaigned during his campaign. Professor Chukwuma solution in Anambra State that out kind of people which have not really been met, but that's a talk for another day. These are the things for
conversation and the fact that my guest is let's just keep up. You've actually explained what has attributed 21. 2.4 million are registered. Then when they were done with accreditation, only God knows where. Do you think that could change to, market visit, shopping and all of that, just in case, as against the extremely low
turnout? And the main thing, no election, so the of people is a little bit, the morale is high that we are a little bit suspect of security situation. Maybe people, the agitators and candidates that we have, the first own analysis, I just feel these are the 5 candidates that we get. Most of the results or the outcome of the election, we are going to see improved, are going to come out and vote massively for their choice candidates country during the re-election of God that we had the campaign. So I'm in mind that during generally, but I'm hoping for a better turnout.
Seen some, I don't know, there were 18 political parties, but in candidate or deputy parties would have made any difference. Different times also talked about the ADC candidate. At the end of the day, someone events, other parties that come together.
There is this measure to collect a bit different. Every other party, they are in survival. You know that politics in Nigeria have fat, deep pockets.
Before you can compete.
Simultaneously, it is not an easy feat. So, field day. But irrespective of whatever, the commotion, the 3 parties are currently Anambra State. So, say for example, the Labour Party to end anytime soon. Expect the national level. They say and others. So the only party from the national side of AP, they are not interested in Anambra State election. And that's just so tomorrow election.
Maybe better the voters is also very important. And then my guest today has assured about 55,000 policemen that have been deployed in the state to provide adequacy to declaration of results and announcement. Either they consolidate on what Professor of the democracy that we have, even for the Department of Southeast Government Efficiency, Mr. Ezeobi. He joins me from all in Anambra State. Thank you so much, Mr. Ezeobi, for always responding each time we reach out to you. Thank you for being my guest on the show.
And give you some live updates.
Definitely. That's what I'm going to say. Detailed or more concrete results. Perhaps the announcement will have even been gone down tomorrow during the election. Of course, giving us all we need to know about the governorship election coming over. 55,000 of them have been reportedly deployed to the state to provide 2.4 million people. Just 241,000 came out to vote for Professor Charles Chukwuma. But this time around, it looks like, maybe big parties. It could be YPP, it could be Action Alliance, it could be Labour Party, it could be ADC, it could be the APC, it could be the PDP, whatever political party the people of Anambra chooses to pick tomorrow. Unfortunate incidences of maybe gunshots or snatching or disturb. Get a bigger updates on Sunday evening on up to Anambra today, and we've done just that. So if you have friends and relatives in Anambra, you're in Lagos, or you're listening to me or watching us, secure your vote and make sure that your vote counts. Wow. Welcome, Mr. Alaba.
Yes, Alaba shall be. One election in Lagos State. So that's why I see any election that might have conducted in the issue of the interpretation that they want. If we leave at all, if the politician want to.
Mr. Alaba, you spoke like.
Yes, for him. It's a test to him too. So it's impartiality. Let people vote. Don't allow anybody to buy vote. There is going to be, but all Nigerians, even all over, is co-entourage. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Like you said, Mukpiton, the newly appointed Chai, to see if he's going to start on a good note. Those are moments where, questions will be asked to Mainland FM. Hello.
Very good to you. Amara,
Praise
can you
God.
hear me? That you told me yesterday will give us a lot of time. Right now. Not the time, the line neck. Not the it's starting for polling booth. If you go to the local government, if somebody is transparent, uncorrectable on Sunday, without congratulations, you do well.
Pleasure to have you join us, and I'm hoping I could create opinions and maybe just like.
Yes. I want to ask your guest on formula 7 years, from the 7 years. They're not part of your guest now. Is it they're not part of Anambra State and all the are more cheated? Why they don't allow them to even have another 3 years or 4 years because of the Zuma formula for the state? It's not about the Zuma right here. It's just let me under the body. You won't turn, you won't village. This is what is happening. I'm saying this. If you go to the north of Anambra, they are the most with all those what they call it, all those Enugu, those Enugu side, all those Usuka side, and they also have a boundary with all those people from Delta area. So
Absolutely understand that you want to just
Mr.
Mr. Robert.
This Anambra election, when we say it's a litmus test, right? I want to ask me. I don't know if ᴜᴜᴜ is aware of the other aspirant are raising eyebrow that maybe he used money. In fact, ᴜᴜᴜ should take note of all these things because they will play out at the end of the day. And our courts too, I hope they are also prepared when any electoral problem is fact now, so that
very important the monetization of this election, and it's a big source of concern. The way we talk about the militarization of election in Nigeria, the same thing we'd also talk about the monetization of same buying stuff. People are buying phones. I remember I covered the election, and on Monday afternoon, my friend was driving me to the. Why is this place? You say there was election day before I conduct the elections, but 55.
This is Obiora calling from Gᴏᴠᴇʀ.
You're welcome, Mr. Obi. Are you from Anambra State?
Say that is undeveloped. No, Obiora, before I come to Anambra South, when Soludo finish 4 years, coming 4 years again now, you go to the where Soludo come from. He's describing area you don't know about area. They're coming to Obaru. So, and we very well. That's why he said we, the Anambra South, is our turn to complain. We know what is not so good compare with, but that word is so much comparison with that word APC. That's what is going to give Soludo politics. Well, you know the side Anambra people are going to focus on the P2P. So that's how it's done. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. I like that insider's perspective to the conversation. It's very sure and very certain that Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo would win his election tomorrow. Let me talk to Mr. Gege Joshua.
Yeah, Prof.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon. For us in 2027. That's the candidate we are going to campaign for.
But your party has a candidate in that election.
No, they said they will not. All APC votes. We have all our votes is going to Abga. So Abga is our party for this election.
So you scratch my back, I scratch your back.
What are you bringing to the alliance? What are you bringing to the table? What are you bringing?
I mean, when I saw the visit of Mr. President and the comment of Professor Charles Chukwuma, sitting governor, a huge run for his money and probably make it difficult for the governor to secure a second term. But hey, politics is politics.
My worry is that about your statement. Is it you know, and that goes in line with power of incumbents. You know, see, ability of even a tangible election. You see, the answer is that I'm really worried about it. No matter how good you are, this power of incumbent. Yeah, so you can imagine.
And I will hope for actions, including the classification of Nigeria as a country of. I wish Trump acted like this mess. Okay, so coming to say the turn of Anambra North. From his calculation, good evening, Okpe. Authentic for him. and not that Anambra belongs to ABGA. Okay. My guess is non-partisan. Let it be sincere that the son of the speaker, legal and the strategy and be known to all their country. Finally, the election coming up tomorrow in Anambra, he would come out victorious. I congratulate him in advance. The politicians promise so much. Who has Sharia law help since? Please allow peace to do in response to Donald Trump's threat. That is electoral goat. Is 3 seconds. Mr. Gaga Joshua.
Yeah, whatever game we do play in Nigeria, when to contest and win an election. You understand? But here in Nigeria, you need to understand that you need to negotiate with different
conversation more on Monday. I have to let you go. We're pressed for time. Thank you so much to my guest today for joining me from Awka, the capital of Anambra. Is the co-convener for the Department of Indirect Investment that comes into all of the southeastern comeback for the Friday edition of Sports Cruise on Mainland. Coming up from Saturday on the same station, Mainland 98 votes. Without your sentiments,